Hi, welcome back to Conversations on Couch. And if you're new here, this is
Aniket,
this is Shruti, and we are going to talk about today something which is
cheers.
which is okay. So we will talk about some controversial opinions, topics, situations, and we'll see if our opinions are in general like what do we think about it.
Okay.
Also, the reason that he's here is because you guys really love the episodes with him. So I thought, why not take advantage of that? So I think I'll do most of the episodes with him now, and
No,
we, as if he
yeah.
has a choice. Okay. Also, I got one feedback that if I'm doing an episode with someone, I should look at them more often rather than the camera, which makes sense. So I think I'm gonna. How do you say that I'm taking the feedback?
That you're taking the feedback.
Okay, so I'm taking the feedback, and I'll look at you more.
All
Okay,
right.
but I'll also look nature because I have my iPad with me, which have all the sequence and the schedule of the podcast.
Okay.
अभी हमारा इतना बजट नहीं है कि we have those cards and ऐसे flip
Uh,
करते हुए कि
yeah.
हाँ ऐसे करके ठीक है.
I mean, we don't need budget for that. We just
We
need
do,
cards. We just need cards.
but
Come on.
every weekend new cards
So
printing and having it just doesn't make
it's all
sense.
about efforts, which you are not putting
I
in.
am putting efforts. I have
Jokes,
wrote
jokes,
the
jokes.
notes in my iPad. Yes.
Yeah.
So first is okay. So the
Okay.
first is living together before marriage. What is your opinion on that?
Hmm. So my opinion is people should do that,
Okay.
and they should they should be careful about it for sure. But once they are sure about someone, they should be doing that because it gives you I mean, don't live for 6 7 years together and then decide
Hmm.
to go and marry someone, but at least for a year or two you should be living with someone. It have Because pata nahi, you just get an exposure of someone, no,
Mm-hmm.
how they are in general in daily life. In general, everyone in a relationship, they are meeting once in a while in a weekend. They are not able to get that experience that how this person is in general life and everything. So yeah, they should be doing that.
Yes, I agree with you because I feel when you're living with someone, you get to be with them 24/7, not as in that you're spying or something like that.
Hmm.
But it's just कि I think कि अगर normally मिलने के time पे you don't notice or maybe you don't pick out the little things that the person does. For
Yeah.
example, I noticed that it is a very lame example, but I noticed that some people put bread in their fridge.
Yeah.
You do?
No.
I is smiling like
No,
that.
I'm just asking. So like, why does it make a
So
difference?
it makes a difference because in my home we
Hmm.
don't put bread in the fridge. So
Okay.
मेरा mentality like how do I keep the food? I keep the bread in the kitchen. So
Okay.
I don't put it in the fridge. So if अब जैसे you and I are together, so if I'm living with you and someday you put the bread in the fridge, I think मेरे लिए बहुत अजीब होगा अरे bread कहाँ गई fridge में what?
Hmm.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because क्योंकि even when we eat bread, either it's with चाय या फिर जैसे तवे पे सेकने वाला thing या फिर toaster में, तो everything is hot criteria. So
Makes
why do
sense.
you need to keep it in the fridge? Like I've seen
Because
people
it can be fresh for a long time if you keep it in fridge.
which makes me believe that you keep it in the
No,
fridge.
no, I don't. I'm just saying.
नहीं but in general जैसे अब हमारा we have the shop like we have a general store so हमारा तो
That's
direct supply होता है तो हम
uh,
मेरी फ्रेश ब्रेड लेके हमारा लाइक जैसे अगर एक्सपायरी डेट इज 12th तो
hmm.
हमारा वो 10th को ही खत्म हो जाता है क्योंकि हमें 9th को आती है तो हम 9th को ही घर पे ले आते हैं ना.
But people who don't have shop,
ओके जस्ट टेल मी दैट यू कीप इट इन द फ्रिज और नॉट.
yeah, I do. So it makes sense, no? You cannot eat the whole packet at once.
आई
So you'll keep
एग्री
the remaining one in fridge. It keeps
बट
the
वाई
food
फ्रिज
away from other insects and all as well if
बट
there is
वाई
any.
फ्रिज
To keep it fresh. If
बट
it's
इन
cold, it will be
नहीं
remaining fresh for a long
बट
period of
लाइक
time.
but it is fresh in the normal temperature as well. Like think about it. If we
Might be.
just think about it, when we are getting the bread from outside, have you ever noticed any shopkeeper keeping it in the fridge?
No.
Exactly.
because for them, I don't know why we are talking about bread altogether but I'll tell you. So for them, they have a timeline that I'll be keeping this stuff for 2 or 3 days, and if it's sold, then it's all right. If it's not sold, it will go back to the place we bought it from.
Hmm.
Okay, but they have that deal. For us,
Correct.
we bought a packet, we had half of it or maybe jitna bhi kha sake, and after that the remaining one has to go in fridge because it gets preserved for a longer
Okay.
period of time in comparison of keeping it outside of fridge. That's why whenever you buy वो खुला क्या कहते हैं peas, खुले
Hmm.
सफल मटर which we call it, blueberry and other things, you will see it is frozen क्योंकि ये जल्दी
That
खराब
is
होते
the
हैं.
fruits, na? Fruits so we do keep in
No,
fridge.
no, but in general, just giving you the thought ki
Okay.
why people put it in fridge because it gets preserved for a longer period of time.
I get it, and even though all of the things that he has said makes perfectly sense, but I think I'm just not gonna put my bread in the fridge,
Of course, no issue.
and we are not gonna put the bread in the fridge.
Deal,
Okay,
deal.
cool. Okay, so I think this is why it is important to live together, so you get to
Yeah.
know each other's lifestyle a little better. And what more things?
But
Hmm.
so sorry. But at the same time, I also feel that it ruins the experience
Experience hasn't.
because you have already lived together. There is
Hmm.
nothing special about getting married and live together because a lot of people look up to it. That I'll be getting married, then we can live together. We'll spend time together. We'll figure out
Hmm.
things. We will. It will be a different, experience altogether.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
if someone is already living together for 2 years or maybe 1 year or whatever, and now they are living together after marriage, so this particular experience is no longer there for them.
Makes
they,
sense.
they must be having another different kind of experience. कि
Hmm.
अब we need to look forward for to grow in life and
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
buy
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
house of our own and whatnot. But for the time being, that experience is no longer there now.
But I do feel that even like if you're living together and then you end up marrying each other,
Hmm.
and because you live together, तो ऐसा मतलब I feel
The transition won't be difficult for you
हाँ,
basically,
the transition won't be easy. That is first thing.
but difficult.
Second, difficult
Yeah,
will not be difficult.
yeah, yeah.
What did I say?
It won't be easy.
It won't be difficult.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Huh.
won't be
It
difficult.
won't be difficult. That is first thing. Second, what I feel is in our society and even in general, I've noticed that the girl moves out of her house.
Yeah.
So एक वो वाली फीलिंग कम हो जाएगी.
Makes sense. It will be difficult for her, but in this situation, वो वाली feeling नहीं रहेगी because
Yes.
you're already there
And
together and living अलग.
yes, and even if
Hmm.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है if like two people are not living together and they are getting married and then they live someplace new, like away in the sense कि like separate home families, लड़की वाले की भी and लड़के वाले की तरफ से भी,
Hmm.
तो भी I think it will make an impact. बट एक जो वही जो लाइफस्टाइल वाली हैबिट्स होती हैं
Change हो
उन
जाएगी.
चीज़ों को इतना नहीं अडेप्ट हम कर पाएंगे. मतलब आई एम
Hmm.
नॉट से लाइक आई फील इवन इफ फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई टेक द एग्जाम्पल इफ अगर छोटी मोटी चीज़ें भी पीपल लोगों की मैच नहीं हो रही तो ऑब्वियसली दे आर नॉट गोना ब्रेक अप
Hmm.
अनलेस इट्स लाइक रियली इम्पैक्टफुल उनके
हाँ.
उसमें. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई टेक द ब्रेड वाला सिचुएशन,
Hmm.
तो इट्स समथिंग दैट हम कॉमन उसमें करके कि ठीक है लाइक विल गेट 2 पैक्स ऑफ ब्रेड एंड यू डू यू एंड आई डू मी.
Yeah.
ओके. ऐसे में आई थिंक एसी टेम्परेचर इज ऑल्सो वन थिंग
Yeah.
because some
True.
people
And not even temperature altogether. AC is a different topic because for some people
for
they
you
don't.
yes,
Yeah. For people like me, I'm not used to AC, and I don't want keep blast temperature पे AC is
he
going
gets
on.
sick when he sits in
Yeah.
the AC even for like 2 hours.
Yeah. And
So weak immune
and,
system.
and it's not about immune
It
system. It's
is
about
kind of related to that.
I think I can manage with AC, but the problem is I don't want to voluntarily because I know I'll get a habit of it and I cannot find AC everywhere. And it's not a good habit to,
Makes a
live
lot of sense coming
with
from
AC.
someone who works in a company which have centralized ACs.
Yeah, I know, and that's what but I think things have changed for me. Usually, like in initial stages, it used to happen that I used to get sick. I used to feel very cold
Hmm.
in AC in general for 1 hour as well. But now my whole life is around AC.
Hmm.
कार में जाना and then वहाँ पे ऑफिस में 9 hours AC, then coming back in car, then home. So I think
Yes. Okay.
that's why.
Concluding thoughts on the living situation.
Hmm.
I see go for it.
Yes, go
I
for
am
it.
in full support.
Definitely go for it. You
Yes.
will. It will be a really good experience.
Yes.
Maybe if you are trying to, like, if you're thinking of moving out after getting married, and maybe you now need to live with the family, and with
Yes.
family it's a really good exposure in terms of
Hmm.
relationship, but it comes with certain boundaries and
Yes.
certain things
Yes.
as well, which you might not like,
Hmm.
or you might won't be able to get adjusted to.
And even if you can't live together, like live in relationship, so maybe you can take multiple long
Vacations,
trips, like
yeah.
long vacations, like I say 6-7 days, because
Hmm.
obviously not a vacation for 6-7 days, but like every
Hmm.
6 months,
Yeah, every 3 months, every week, every month.
every week for 6 days out makes no
Jokes,
sense. But
jokes.
yeah, okay. Second is open relationships. I don't know. I think most of these are around say relationships and love,
Hmm.
because I love to talk about it. So इसलिए
Oh,
so open relationships. What do
yeah.
you think about that? Are you in for against?
So just explain that to me, because I think open relationship is basically two people living and being together, and but at the same time they are okay to date someone
How
else.
they're not living, like for example, two people are with each other,
Hmm.
like they're in a relationship, but they have agreed that we can also see other people, like they can go out and
So
things like
what's the
that.
point? Then what's the
Yes,
point of committing to someone when you're gonna do
they're not
that?
committing now. That is the point.
Okay, so just I
It's
mean,
like you and I are together.
so ideally, if we are not committed to each other, then how are we together?
We are in a relationship.
Then it makes no sense then that you are
मतलब कि
trying
जैसे
to
two
date
pe
or maybe be with someone else as well.
it's just कि they are like two people are together, ठीक है? But they're also exploring at the same time, and they both know about it, and they mutually agreed on that. It.
See, I'll be really honest. If both agreed to it and mutually okay, then good for them. But for a person like me, I won't be going for these kind of things. That's something. So
Hmm.
the basic point of me saying this is, if you are being with someone, if there is no commitment, then it means you're not with them. But if there is a commitment and you're being with someone else, then it is ethically wrong that you are also trying to be with
Hmm.
other people. On the other hand, if you are not with someone, you're not committed to anyone, and you are going out with eight different people, then it's all right. It's you, whatever you want to do. You're single, you're not committed to anyone. You can explore, you can do whatever you want in your life. Nobody gonna stop you.
Yes,
That too.
I agree on that. I feel if it works out for anybody, then it's good. But personally, it makes no sense to me.
I mean, ethically, too, it's never good.
मतलब you
But it's
cannot call
just
it a
that,
relationship then.
yeah, you cannot call it a relationship
Like you
that we
can
are together.
explore, you can say that we are just exploring and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because I think nowadays, I don't know why, but a lot of people they they explore with each other, being with each other. कि ठीक है, you are with me,
Hmm.
I'm with you. But let's explore. If we are not able to, be with someone, then
Hmm.
we are together. So I don't
Exactly.
know how long it will take them, और मतलब कहाँ तक
Hmm.
जा पाएंगे बेचारे. But yeah.
Exactly. Yes. So the next is,
Hmm.
what do you feel about people sharing everything of their life on social media? Like, what is your opinion on that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong. So it depends on how they feel and believe. So for us, we don't feel that comfortable putting everything out there, even though we want to, but we don't feel कि सब कुछ ही वहाँ पे होना चाहिए, because we believe in नज़र.
Hmm.
So we know कि थोड़ा होता है, and पता नहीं whatever you're putting out there is, even क्योंकि we put it as full of joy,
Hmm.
and how
Correct.
people are perceiving it or whatever, because
Yes.
we think of people in general जो हमारे अराउंड है, नॉट कि हमें लोगों से केयर है कुछ, बट इन जनरल जो लोग हमारे अराउंड है. But there are some people, if they're confident enough, and if they're okay to share whatever they want, and they are using that channel to just put it out there in front of
Hmm.
everyone, then it's all right.
I feel that, matlab, honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah.
matlab if a person is doing it, I love it. Like I honestly I love to see people's life, and I love to see
Hmm.
how they are showing it, because there are some people who would just maybe buy a cup of coffee to make their day better, which is so cute. Like
Yeah.
मतलब मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि if you're doing anything and you're just showing it ऐसे तो it's
Hmm.
good, but on the same hand some people have it other way, like they think that the सामने वाला is posting to show off.
Yeah.
तो मुझे लगता है कि उन लोगों को थोड़ा लाइक अपनी उस पे करना चाहिए कि नॉट एवरीथिंग इज अबाउट यू, नॉट एवरीवन हु पोस्ट समथिंग is to show off. Maybe it's just how they want to live. It's their Instagram, it's their life, and they want to show it. That's
I
okay.
think in this particular question there is no right or wrong.
Hmm.
It's just that at the same
I mean,
point,
in all of these questions, there's no right or wrong. It's just how we feel about it.
mm, and at the same time, people should not be just putting out fake stuff that you're
Yeah.
crying the whole day and you're just putting
I yeah.
something to just please
Hmm,
yourself
hmm,
and
hmm,
your
hmm.
audience. That should not be the case as well. I'm not saying कि अगर तुम रो रहे हो तो put everything on social media, because I know
Hmm,
some
hmm, hmm,
people
hmm,
and it gets
hmm.
really annoying. कुछ मतलब just in general मतलब there is one thing which I always say to Shruti and in my or even to my friends, that whenever there is, so this is one thing which I don't do and I have a reason for that. Whenever some mishappening happens, or maybe there is some occasion or something, I don't like to put things out there and put my opinion on a Instagram
Hmm,
story.
hmm, hmm. Like
Like
happy birthdays,
happy
anniversaries.
birthdays, anniversary, happy birthday mom, happy birthday
Okay,
dad,
makes sense
happy
because
Mother's Day, happy.
they're
They're
not
not even
even
on
on
your
the
social
Instagram.
media. Come on.
Yes.
They're not going to see the whole paragraph which you're putting for them. Instead of that, even speak to them, buy something for them, sit with them, have do your
Hmm.
time. Instead of that, you're just putting happy birthday every year. Makes no sense.
It makes sense. But I think जैसे कि
If they are tech heavy, they are on social
hmm.
media. They love to it is a special moment for them कि they open your story and they saw कि मेरे साथ photo डाली हुई है.
But
Because
even if मेरे को ऐसा लगता है अगर वो नहीं भी Instagram पे and someone is putting it out there तो it's okay. I don't mind because हो सकता है कि they're not that comfortable expressing their love to their parents, because obviously हर कोई इतना loving environment में नहीं पैदा होता कि they are like openly saying कि I love you mom, like मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा आपने ऐसा
I
करा वाला
agree,
thing.
but ये चीज लोगों को बता के भी कुछ
तो वही, what if they are not
getting
showing
out
it
of
to people, they're just doing it for themselves because it is their account.
doing it for themselves by putting it in front of 500 people, ये भी तो कोई मतलब नहीं
मतलब
बनता.
I agree that if
मतलब
you're putting it
हाँ.
out there you want people to see it. I agree, but it just कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इतना जल्दी conclusions पे jump क्यों करना.
मतलब I get your point, but at the same time, this is how I just think of these things. कि मतलब this is just one of the examples, but I've seen a lot of people just कि क्या ही बोलूं कि कुछ ये स्टोरी पे अलग ही फाइट चल रही है उन लोग की दे आर पुटिंग a whole
Hmm.
paragraph for
Hmm,
someone
hmm, hmm, hmm.
who's for a specific one. Maybe they have even blocked you and you're not
That
in
is so
contact with them.
influencer shit.
So why are you even doing that? क्यों करना लोगों के आगे अपना मजाक
Hmm.
बनाना है तमाशा खड़ा करना.
Fair enough.
मतलब आई फील एंग्री, आई डोंट गो कि घिया की सब्जी बनी थी, व्हाट इज दैट यू.
Okay, so मेरा overall concluding thought इस चीज को लेके ये है, if you're doing it and if you're someone that I know, I will cheer on you, and you should not stop it thinking कि लोग क्या सोचेंगे या फिर I'm posting too much, because it is literally your account, so it's okay. And if someone feels that you're being annoying, you're posting too much, so they can just unfollow you. It's not that big of a deal.
Right, right, makes sense.
And for a person like me, I and also okay, so before that I come to me, I also want to say that I've seen people make a living out of it, like showing their life. So that is really cool. Like you're
Hmm.
just existing, you're just showing your life, and you're making money, which is like literally the dream.
You've cracked the
Yes,
code.
you have cracked the cheat code.
Yeah.
तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है for me, I really like the aesthetics of showing my life on the Instagram, but I also feel that some people just don't have the पॉजिटिव वाइब फॉर यू, पॉजिटिव एनर्जी फॉर यू, एंड इस वजह से बहुत चीज़ें खराब होती हैं.
So yes, that's your opinion.
व्हाट इज
And
योर
mine is
कंक्लूडिंग?
basically if someone close to me is doing all that shit, I'm gonna block them. I'm gonna say कि क्या कर रहा है.
व्हाट शिट, लाइक
यही
आई
कि
थिंक वी आर ऑन द डिफरेंट
हाँ
पेजेस.
मतलब see I'll tell you there is one of my friends, वो क्या करता है कि after whatever he has in its own life, कोई लड़ाई होती है, कोई कुछ होता है, he just put it on story, फीलिंग सैड, ये वो करके, और मे बी नॉट इवन दैट, तो एक गंदा सा कोई गाना डाल दिया और वहाँ पे रोने
Okay,
वाला
so
इमोजी
it's
डाल दिया.
like there's
दिस
no
इज
boundaries.
अनोइंग, हाँ, दिस इज अनोइंग फॉर मी, कि भाई माना तू दुख में है, you have hundreds of friends, call someone who's loved one to you and speak to them. Instagram. So what I feel is कि people do it for attention, and
Maybe
somewhere maybe
some people do,
I am
yeah.
making them successful क्योंकि मैंने मैसेज करके बोल दिया क्या कर रहा है ये, तो but at the end of the day,
I feel it's a
a
cry
lot
for
of people
help.
are doing it for attention only. This
Makes
I feel.
sense.
I don't have any issues. मेरे जान पहचान कोई कर रहा हो तो I'm not gonna be
Entertaining कर रहे हो
entertaining
basically.
them. कोई दूसरा कर रहा हो तो I don't have any problem. जो मर्जी करो, it's your social media.
Cool.
So that
Next, okay, so what is your opinion on
on.
this? Might just hit you in the spot because it might sound very personal to you. But what is your opinion on doing something just for the money?
Oh, anything.
Not like, well, if you have some principles, then okay. But maybe like people just want the money and they don't really care about the how do I say it, societal
Oh, okay,
career
okay,
thing.
okay.
Like they don't care if they're not an doctor, they're not an engineer or a doctor or anything. If they're earning good, they're fine.
Okay, so see, पता क्या है, इस for this particular question as well, there are two ways of looking at it. So my friend know about me. What I always say to them is, कि I can do anything for money. At
That
the
was
end of
just for fun.
but no, not for fun, of course.
No, not
But
for fun as in.
what I mean in general is कि I'm not gonna do those creepy,
Okay.
those
Oh,
things.
that's not
कि
what
I
I
have
meant.
loads of money, but I'm doing scams, or I'm hurting someone at the end of the day, or
Hmm.
maybe, but I'm playing with my principle. I'm just getting naked on social media, my opinion again, and I'm
That is
earning
not
money
what I
out of
meant.
it. So again, if someone else is doing it, I'm okay. But
You
in
won't do
these
it.
things, हाँ, मेरे एक principle आ जाते हैं. Now when I say that I'll be okay to do everything for money, I mean कि even if I have a small cart where I am
That
selling
is
mojito
that is what I
and I am
meant.
earning a good living for myself, I don't have any problem
Hmm.
like by the street just standing and selling something. So this is what my
I
way of
agree.
saying कि I can do anything for money.
This is exactly what I meant. I'm so
हाँ,
sorry. It just came out wrong.
वही तो मतलब मैं वही ऑडियंस को समझा दूं कि like it's like that.
I also feel that if you're not like they say in general, you're not a teacher, doctor, engineer, or psychotherapist, जो मैं नहीं हूँ, but I'm on say the path. If you're not one of these and you're doing something and it is giving you money, it is giving you enough money to have a beautiful life, so I think that's okay.
You're doing anything and it
Yes,
is giving you
because
money.
yes,
क्योंकि what I feel is कि especially in India, because I've seen people from out there, people who are connected to me
hmm.
from UK, Australia, in US कहीं भी,
Hmm.
I've seen that their father does a job where they are working at a petrol pump. Their mom may be just a normal NHS nurse or whatnot, but they're okay for that with that. कि हाँ ठीक है, and they openly say things about that कि okay, my mom work at a restaurant or whatnot. But यहाँ पे बड़ा वो है कि अगर someone's father is a taxi driver or a
Yes,
mechanic, they come to a conclusion कि भाई ये तो बड़े गरीब होंगे or
I
whatnot.
agree.
Maybe that guy is earning a lot.
Exactly.
At the end of the
What if
day,
they have like a whole company of the cabs and they're just
exactly.
driving one because they couldn't find a driver today?
Maybe they just only have one cab, but that person is working hard and making a money out of it
Yes.
for his family. He's doing everything he could.
Hmm.
So उसमें we should not be raising those
Yes.
questions.
I also feel that like ज़रूरी नहीं है कि everyone does the work that they love and it pays them.
Yeah.
So I feel that even if we are doing something that pays us good, but it is not making us happy, but it is anyway giving us that door कि हम उस पैसे से कुछ ऐसा कर सकें which is making us happy. For example, if I talk about a very stressful job, for example, someone does what? Give me an example.
A stressful job, construction worker.
Construction worker. They are not as happy as other people who are
Salesman, they get paid a lot,
yes.
incentivized a lot, but at the end of the day they
They're
have a
like
hard
They are like very drained.
Yeah,
So
they are drained by
even
the.
if they are not happy at their work, they have the money, maybe they can opt for a hobby.
Hmm.
They can go have a coffee in a place and it will make them happy. So I think that also counts.
Maybe that person is just working just to open his own restaurant.
Exactly,
So
like it is a side business just to have and save up extra money, so that is good.
just for an example, there is one guy in my office, uh, in the same position as mine, and he has made it very clear even to our boss and everyone that I'm just here for the next 6 years, because of course my company is one of those companies
Hmm.
where people want to work just be there. So
Hmm.
he has made it clear that I'm not gonna chase after other companies ki koi mere ko zyada package de raha hai and whatnot. I'm gonna stay with you for next 6 years, and as soon as I complete 6 years, I have money saved up for myself. I'm gonna leave this job and I'm gonna open my own restaurant.
Wow,
Come have
that is very
food,
cool.
take discount what you want, but more than 6 years, I'm not gonna work here. I've made that very clear, and people also respect his boundaries. कि, okay,
Hmm.
हाँ, it's good.
Fair enough.
At the end of the day, nobody comes up, बचपन से सोच के कि मैं इस कंपनी में काम करना चाहता हूँ, इस कंपनी की चौथे फ्लोर पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. No, it makes no
True.
sense. So everyone have their dream.
Yes, I think we should just respect every everyone who's doing anything in general,
Yeah.
and we should be just mindful because anyways we are not gonna know everything about every person. So the least we can do is just be kind and be mindful about other people's circumstances.
Yeah, and at the same time, just don't do anything out of rage,
Hmm.
just to कैसे बोल सकते हैं, just
Hello, basically, if you cannot do anything good for other people, maybe don't make it worse for them.
yeah. So I've seen a lot of time because I love bike rides and whatnot. I've seen लोग out of क्या बोल सकते हैं उसको road rage,
Hmm.
they just
Like
hit
they get
someone.
the thrill of just driving so fast that they don't see they're hurting someone
No, no, no,
in that.
not in that case as well.
Okay.
In
Sorry.
you why take everything.
Sorry.
नहीं नहीं, I'm just saying कि so just for an example, if I'm driving in, I only have a, let's just say कोई बहुत basic वाली car, and I'm driving on road. If someone is there on a cycle or a rickshaw or something, the person won't think twice before hitting that person.
Hmm.
ठीक है, थोड़ा सा भी टच भी हुआ,
That is very
coming out of
inhuman
car and
also.
just slapping that guy.
Yeah,
But they
because
won't
उनको ये
do
लगता
that.
है कि they're on the upper hand because they're in the car or they're on the
Exactly.
bike and the सामने वाला is just riding a
Exactly,
rickshaw.
exactly. At the same time, if that the same thing would have happened to another car, sorry, भाई वो करके,
Exactly.
so
Yes,
that
makes
would have
sense.
not been the case. Now, the reason why I don't do that, so the पहली चीज that it's not correct. Of course, you should not be doing all that.
Yes.
Second is that person is also father to someone
Yes.
and whatnot. Sometimes what people do, because I've seen that myself, a person just got out of car and hit a auto वाले भैया, और ऑटो में पीछे ही उसकी फैमिली बैठी
Family
हुई,
बैठी होती है. I've seen that.
and his son was scared as shit.
Of course, and
क्योंकि
I
for
think
a,
it is a big deal seeing your parents be in
yeah,
that situation. Like just imagine the
and
amount of trauma that kid is gonna have for the rest of his life.
and
कि भाई
that
ये
too when
कार
you're
वाले तो
helpless.
हमें इतना ऐसे करते हैं. Exactly.
Not
Like he
even
can't
car
even do,
वाले.
like the person can't, like the child can't even do anything to help their
For
parents.
that small kid, their father is Superman.
I agree.
कि भाई मेरे पापा के आगे तो घर में कोई नहीं बोलता,
True.
मेरे पापा तो बाहर छोटा से छोटा काम करते हैं,
You're a father's
वो तो
guy,
फादर हैं.
father's boy, na?
नहीं, बट इन जनरल आई एम सेइंग
I
कि
feel.
लेट्स जस्ट से मॉम का ही, कि भाई मेरे मॉम डैड है, एंड
Hmm.
व्हेन दे सी समवन जस्ट होल्डिंग देयर फादर्स कॉलर, एंड दैट टू व्हेन यू आर अ किड यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग, तो वो तो अलग ही ट्रॉमा हो जाएगा बेचारे के लिए.
Hmm.
सो
I agree.
आई इवन आई मैं भी कोई सेन पर्सन नहीं हूँ, आई गेट रियली वो एंग्री व्हेन आई गो ऑन रोड.
It just मतलब जरूरी नहीं है that
बट
you have to hit the person. Maybe you can just talk.
मे
Like
बी जस्ट नॉट जस्ट अब्यूज की हाथ सीधे छूटते ही लुक एट द
हाँ.
सिचुएशन, ये बोलता अरे भैया क्या कर रहे हो आप, ये वो करके.
Exactly.
Just don't go overboard and just to show that you have your car and whatnot. I
True.
तो get very, मैं मारूंगा बहुत irritate हो जाता है. Go on. Sorry, बहुत लंबा खींच दिया.
It's okay. That is what our podcast is for.
How is it?
Yes.
ठीक है, फिर तो
Okay.
बहुत कुछ है बात करने में.
Second last,
Yes.
we have. What is your opinion about kids before marriage?
Hmm. Shouldn't be the case. I
Why?
mean, मतलब
Why?
मतलब I'll tell you. So पता क्या है? It's not about marriage. It's about age altogether for me.
Okay.
I don't care if you're living together, like you're in a live-in relationship, you have a kid, you're raising them, and later on after 2 3 years you are deciding to get married. Married, sorry. So I don't have any issues with that. I have, मतलब that's where my opinion doesn't match. कि जहाँ पे I have nothing at all. I have just graduated, or maybe I'm in the middle of my studies,
Hmm.
and I've end up having a kid. क्योंकि
Makes sense.
that particular kid deserve everything as well. And at that point of time, it is
Your
difficult for you,
responsibility,
not responsibility as well. It is difficult for you that you want to give everything to that particular
but you're
child,
not
but
able
you
to.
cannot do anything because you
Hmm.
have no resources.
I agree.
So I think before having a kid, have your resources around, make sure you are, stable in your
Hmm.
life, and then go for something like that. It has no, in my opinion, it has no relation to
To
marriage.
marriage. I agree. I think, matlab personally, I wouldn't do a kid before marriage.
Of course.
But if someone does it, I obviously don't have any issues. But my point is also same as his, that it is very important to have your resources checked. For
Hmm.
example, you are not able to have a meal for yourself. You are struggling. You don't have jobs. You are not working, and you have a kid to take care of. Kids need a lot of time, investment, money wise,
Money wise as
love
well.
wise, everything. And if you're in a position that you're not okay yourself, obviously your kid is not gonna get the best version of yourself.
True, true,
So
true.
it is gonna impact your relationship with the child, and it is
Hmm.
gonna impact the child as well.
And the first 2 3 years is something where you need to be really careful
Yes, and
with the
and
nourishment and
after
everything.
2 3 years, like the kid starts school, and the
Mm.
fees today
Yeah,
is
nowadays,
expensive AF.
of
I
course, of
saw
course.
people paying
Yeah,
12 lakhs per annum
yeah.
for like fifth sixth class का बच्चा. It's like कि मतलब उनका सब कुछ tuition, transportation, school fees, external curriculum activities और सब
Hmm.
सामान वगैरह मिला के मतलब 1 लाख रुपए तुम्हारा एक
Per
बच्चे
month,
पे लग रहा है सिर्फ per
of
month,
course.
which is like a lot.
And
I
which is
can.
just education aspect of it.
Yes, and I'm not saying कि मैंने ये statistics और ये सब experiences मैंने बाहर abroad के लोगों के सुने हैं. No, मैंने इंडिया में नहीं सुने हैं.
हाँ, इंडिया में
and
ही हो रहा
and
है
it's
ये.
and it's not कि they are like very rich. They are middle class family.
Hmm. Out of India, so they have a concept of homeschooling as well, ना?
Yes, exactly.
यहाँ तो होम स्कूलिंग करा के तुम जा ही नहीं सकते आगे.
True,
पीपल
true,
डोंट
true,
टेक योर चाइल्ड इन देयर स्कूल कि
true.
नहीं इसके बाद तो कोई सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं है अभी तक. 4 साल का बच्चा कहाँ से सर्टिफिकेशन लाएगा यार, कम ऑन. If they
I
have that
agree.
knowledge, take him in school, but
Hmm.
people don't do that.
Yes. Okay. Next, similar to this, what is your opinion about adopting a child?
Hmm.
Why are you?
I mean, it's okay. It depends on the two people living together. If they're okay with that, then why not? I don't think there is something wrong with it.
Hmm.
Adopting a child, you're doing a good deed
For the
for the,
society.
not for the society, for in general as well. You're actually doing something good. You, instead of
Like you're not being selfish.
I won't say that people who are having their own kid, they are all selfish. It is up to
Of
them.
course not.
Yeah, it is up to them. But if you have that resource to, give someone a new life, go for it. But again, it depends on your ideology, how you think, and what do you support in general.
Hmm.
So there is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing, well, of course, there is a right to it, but no, nothing wrong. People should do that for sure. We should, or maybe if you're, I'm not saying if you're not able to afford adopt someone, then maybe just,
Afford a child.
yeah, maybe just do the social work, as in
Like ऐसे donate वगैरह कर
donate.
दिया या फिर regular visits होगी, like
Yeah,
like the children there knows you because you visit there every month.
exactly. So this is one
Yes.
one thing, again, coming back to my organization, my company. So what we do is every
You're
month.
promoting your organization or something?
I've not taken name, so I'm
Yeah,
just
but like
letting you know.
you're like mentioning so many things, people will be
Because
curious. Oh my god,
I'm
which
just
company is
inspired
that?
by people, because most of the time I spend there now.
Okay,
So that's why.
fair
So
enough.
what my organization does is every month at least 100 to 150 people in a different span हर week में करके जो भी न्यू जॉनर्स आते हैं, so 50-50 का bunch लेके we take them to a वृद्धाश्रम,
हम्म.
ठीक है, just to, and
जैसे कॉलेजेस वगैरह में होता है, स्कूल्स
yeah, and
वगैरह
we
में.
heavily donate every month. We heavily donate to that वृद्धाश्रम.
हम्म.
Now, not only we are donating, we are also getting newcomers and taking them there.
Okay.
बेनिफिट्स ऑफ दैट इज, एक तो वो जो वृद्धाश्रम के लोग हैं उन लोग को किसी से मिलने का मौका मिलता है.
Hmm.
दे लव कम्युनिकेटिंग विद अदर्स बिकॉज दे आर इन देयर ओन बबल, तो उनको मिलने का मौका मिलता है. दूसरा, न्यू कमर्स को एक रियलिटी वर्ल्ड की लगती है, पता लगती है. एंड थर्ड, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू आर डूइंग चैरिटी ओनली.
Hmm.
सो अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, you can hit a lot of birds from one arrow. I won't use that as नहीं, मतलब जो भी, तो it's good. People should be adopting, and if you cannot adopt, then at least go and donate.
Yes, I agree. I agree to whatever he said. I also feel that adopting in terms of जैसे kids का तो है ही,
Hmm.
but I
Pets.
yes. मतलब my like अभी I've noticed over the years, last 2 3 years, my thought process of adopting a pet has changed a lot. Because honestly, I've always had dog, like
Hmm.
I've always had pets.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that they are जैसे breeds वगैरह होते हैं तो they are like normal breed only, like I have one Pomerian and one pug.
Hmm.
But the concept of having dogs who are like good breeds, for
Hmm.
example, golden retriever, doberman,
Hmm.
German shepherds, people want them for the show off,
Ah.
ki oh I have a golden retriever.
Hmm.
But like I have seen a lot of dogs, particularly dogs, because I'm drawn to dogs. I obviously there will be other animals as well, but like बहुत सारे ऐसे होते हैं like maybe किसी का पैर में लगी हुई है, किसी का हाथ में लगी हुई है, and they are not able to walk, and they are just there, कोई उन्हें adopt नहीं कर रहा है. तो I feel that it is very very important to adopt.
So
Also indie breeds भी बहुत अच्छी होती हैं.
my opinion is different in this particular thing. So I'm not saying you don't adopt. If you even buying a dog from outside and you're taking good care of them till their till their old stage, कि तुम ऐसा नहीं कर रहे कि जब तक यंग है you are
नहीं, of
keeping
course,
it,
of course.
but after that you are just
Hmm.
abandoning that particular pet or whatnot. If you are able to raise a क्या कहते हैं, pet, do it. Be it a breed, be it a indie is also a breed at the end of the day. But don't hate the indies. I've
Exactly.
seen people
That is what
having
I
two
mean.
three different breed dogs,
And they are
and they are
just like
not, yeah,
हाँ कि
कोई
मतलब
indie आता है
ऐसे
तो they just
कि मतलब ऐसे
take
वो
them and
हटाते हैं या मतलब
हाँ,
they don't love them as much. Like I feel if you really love animals and if you love dogs, it doesn't matter if you have a breed,
yeah.
it's okay. But you are also naturally drawn to the street dogs,
Hmm.
like the indie breeds जो इंडिया में होते हैं.
Hmm.
Because I have seen, I have dogs and I was before I kid you not, before I had dollar.
Hmm.
So मैं और मेरी फ्रेंड बेबी, हम बचपन में we used to just go and हम ना मिट्टी का वो बनाते थे कासल,
Hmm.
ताकि वो उस पे बैठ सके. एंड हम पपीज के साथ खेलते थे एंड हम पूरा
Hmm.
गंदा हो जाते थे. एंड कभी हमारी फैमिलीज ने ये नहीं बोला कि व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, कि मतलब तुम गंदे हो गए, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स वी कैन ऑलवेज टेक अ बाथ.
Yeah.
उनके लिए तो लाइक दे आर जस्ट न्यू बॉर्न.
Yeah.
So I think if you have a breed and you're also considerate and you're also I say feeding the street dogs, so that is good. But if you have a breed and you're like really mean and you're a shitty person to the street dogs,
Hmm.
then as a society we will be after you to cancel you.
Yeah.
Yes. But for me, breed doesn't matter. So I have decided then that once I'm capable and once I'm in this independent state that I can have a dog, so I am gonna adopt, and particularly I'm gonna adopt older dogs,
Hmm.
like 8 9 years old wale, so
Yeah.
that I can adopt many dogs in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes. One last. Okay, what is
Explain. The previous question was second
second
last
last, and this
question.
was I
This
know
was
why.
last, so one last question.
One last.
Okay.
Okay, pakka last.
Hmm.
What is your opinion on uh someone giving up their career for their relationship?
Hmm.
I am nahi, someone giving up their relationship for the career.
Oh, someone giving up their, so yeah, both is very difficult situation. It depends on what boundaries they are doing it. I feel ki I feel if you think if you think वैसे, it again depends on situation. If your relationship is not that strong, you are not seeing a future with that person, then your career is something which can take you, forward.
Hmm.
So go for it. But agar your relationship is strong, so I don't know what kind of career you are in कि you cannot be with the person.
Hmm.
It's
Exactly.
like वो friends में he went to Russia for क्या laboratory and whatnot क्योंकि वो वहाँ नहीं रह सकता
Yes,
था.
yes, yes.
I think if you have a great relationship where you love someone, you can make career
But I think
anywhere.
even in that situation, Phoebe could have just moved with him.
वही
Because Phoebe का कुछ ऐसे वो नहीं था
it
कि
was
he.
not a relationship वाला
हाँ.
उसके साथ. तो वही I'm saying कि if you have a great relationship with someone, you can manage
Anyway,
anywhere.
yeah, I agree. I think like career aspects mein you should never compromise your studies. For example, if you're studying
Hmm.
and you're not completing your degree for a relationship or someone, so that is very stupid in my opinion.
Hmm.
Because once you have your degrees, once you are capable of something, then you can make your career anywhere.
Yeah.
Like even if the person is moving out or even anything, you can make a career if you have the degree. But if degree
Hmm.
ke time pe you are like doing अजीब हरकतें.
Not even degree, it's just that you should not be, put a stop on that hard work and that hustle. If you are keen to, get a career,
Hmm.
make a career for yourself, it doesn't matter कि अगर वो relationship में हो या ना हो, it's gonna change
I
anything.
think relationship में anyways compromises होते ही हैं. It's like part of life.
I would not even say that क्योंकि think about it just for a second. A person is not stopping you to make your career. A person is not saying कि भाई ये
No,
मत
no,
कर वो
I'm
मत कर.
I'm saying जैसे for example long distance की अगर हम बात करें, if someone got a good opportunity and they want to move out, but the other person doesn't want to move out because they are comfortable here. तो इस चीज में I'm saying अब दोनों की तरफ से अगर हम देखें तो the person who got the job either they can make the compromise कि okay I'll let it go for the
Hmm.
comfort, or the comforting person can make the compromise कि okay it's okay I'll move
You
out
are
of my
moving out.
comfort
Yeah.
zone. You will be there. I'll not be alone, and
Hmm.
you will be my comfort there.
And
I can
if
do that for you.
exactly, and if it's a temporary thing, then you can do long distance for
Yes.
because anyways, think about it. Whenever someone gets an opportunity or whenever it's about career,
Hmm.
you never leave your parents, you never leave
Yes.
your siblings, you never
Hmm.
leave your friends,
Exactly. Like
but
you're
you
not
are
breaking up
ready to
with
give
them.
up with your girlfriend or boyfriend.
It's
So
like कि
it
you
makes no
you
sense.
manage. You talk to them.
Yeah.
Like if your mother just gave birth to you, तो वो तो मम्मी तो है ही.
Matlab in general, you can manage all the other relationship.
Why?
You
With
can
not
manage a
just a
relationship with your
partner
bua and
relationship.
chachi as well, but not with your girlfriend and your boyfriend. So it makes no
Yes.
sense. So I
I
think
agree.
people use their career and their कि मेरा focus नहीं हो पा रहा and all that thing
I can't.
just to
मेरे को
get
नहीं समझ
out
आती
of
है
a
फोकस
relationship.
वाली चीजें.
I think just to get out of the relationship, these
हो
shits
सकता
are
है.
there कि मेरे को career बनाना है, मेरे को career पे focus करना है. करने को तो बड़े भाई आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो.
आई एग्री. मतलब इवन इफ अगर किसी का जेन्युइन वो भी होगा ना, तो आई थिंक अभी मेरे माइंड में इतना मैं कॉम्प्रिहेंड करके उस चीज को समझ ही नहीं पा रही. तो अभी के लिए इट
Hmm.
डजंट मेक सेंस टू मी. बट मे बी इफ अगर मेरे वो ब्रेन होराइजंस और
Hmm.
ब्रेन सेल्स एक्सपैंड हो. दैट वाज द लास्ट कंट्रोवर्शियल स्टेटमेंट
Yes,
opinion to talk about.
it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is it for this episode. If you like this, you know the drill.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Subscribe. And if you have any thoughts, suggestions, views, anything, you can comment them down below. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
for
Take care. Love you.
watching. Bye.